Marcus Aurelius was not just Rome's emperor. He was a philosopher king who carried the weight of an empire while wrestling with the fragility of human life. His private writings, collected as meditations, were never meant for the public. They were reminders to himself, reminders to stay calm in chaos, to act with justice, to endure suffering, and to live with dignity. In these pages, Aurelius confronts mortality, fortune, and the fleeting nature of power. He reminds himself that wealth, fame, and glory are illusions. What matters is the mind, the ability to perceive clearly, act justly, and endure with courage. Meditations is not a book of theory. It is a manual for the soul. It teaches us that life is short, fortune is fragile, and the only true power we have is over our own mind. Aurelius insists that external events are beyond our control, but our perception, our actions, and our will are ours to master. In this cinematic journey, we will explore the three disciplines of Stoicism: perception, action, and will. Together, they form a philosophy of resilience, courage, and freedom. A philosophy that guided warriors, leaders, and thinkers for centuries. A philosophy that can guide us today. The first discipline of Stoicism is perception. Aurelius teaches that events themselves are neutral. It is our judgment that makes them good or bad. If we perceive events with wisdom, we remain calm. If we perceive them with fear or anger, we suffer. He reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Perception is about clarity. It is about seeing reality as it is, without distortion. It is about resisting illusions, resisting fear, resisting anger. It is about choosing to see truth. In the chaos of war, Aurelius reminded himself not to be deceived by appearances. In the palace, he reminded himself not to be corrupted by flattery. In sickness, he reminded himself not to be crushed by pain. The discipline of perception teaches us that suffering often comes not from events, but from our interpretation of them. Change your perception and you change your life. The second discipline of Stoicism is action. Aurelius teaches that life is short, and our duty is to act with justice, courage, and discipline. He reminds us, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Action is about responsibility. It is about serving others, fulfilling our duties, and living with integrity. Aurelius insists that greatness is not in words, but in deeds. As emperor, Aurelius faced endless challenges: wars, plagues, conspiracies. Yet he reminded himself daily to act with justice, to serve Rome, and to fulfill his responsibilities. The discipline of action teaches us that freedom is not about doing whatever we want. Freedom is about choosing to act with virtue. It is about aligning our actions with our values. It is about living authentically. The third discipline of Stoicism is will. Aurelius teaches that suffering is unavoidable, but our will can transform suffering into strength. He reminds us, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Will is about resilience. It is about enduring hardship with dignity. It is about choosing courage when despair surrounds us. It is about transforming pain into wisdom. Aurelius endured sickness, betrayal, and the burden of empire. Yet he reminded himself daily to accept suffering as part of life, to endure with courage, and to transform pain into strength. The discipline of will teaches us that freedom is not about avoiding suffering. Freedom is about choosing meaning in suffering. It is about living authentically, even in hardship. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations is not just philosophy. It is a lifeline. It teaches us that perception gives us clarity, action gives us integrity, and will gives us resilience. Together, they form a philosophy of courage and freedom. The lesson is clear. Control your perception. Act with justice. Endure with will. Life is short. Fortune is fragile. But wisdom endures. Courage endures. Freedom endures. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the true power lies not in wealth, Not in fame, not in fortune, but in the mind. Master your mind and you master your life. Get your copy from Amazon to read the book completely. The link is given below in the description.